What up, world? I saw Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, which was originally, when it was first announced, it was supposed to be titled Cloudy 2 Revenge of the Leftovers, which I feel like is a way doper, more exciting title. And then they changed it up and just fuck it, let's call it the same thing as the first one with a 2. And it trips me out, man. Like, how come Sony Entertainment and basically studios in general can't be a little more open minded and a little bit more exciting with movie titles? Um, I mean, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, when it came out in 2009, was an off the wall title. That's why I think that's why it got so much attention. Using the same thing and throwing a 2 on it, like it lessens its authenticity, if you will. Um, it's got new directors. Um, I think the directors from the old movie. I know they got the Lego movie coming out in February, and they are the directors of the 21 Jump Street movies. Yes, plural movies. The sequel, 22 Jump Street. That title's lame as fuck. Speaking of titles, comes out next summer. But you have Bill Hader, Anna Faris, James Caan, Andy Samberg, Neil Patrick Harris. They all return. And then you have Will Forte in a new role. You have Terry Crews replacing Mr. T. And, I mean, you basically, you have your movie. Kristen Shaw is in it, who I think played Elijah Wood's roommate in Wilfred this past season. But it picks up right when the first one ends. The island covered in food, and the Flintstoffer, or the machine that creates the food, it's lost within all of, you know what I'm saying. It's basically like in the middle of the island, Swallow Falls. It's basically in the middle of their home island, but Flint Lockwood, his character's idol, comes to Swallow Falls and basically recruits him to become part of his team. It's basically if Jay-Z or Eminem come to me and ask me if I wanted a fucking rap record deal. So obviously he takes it. Everybody on the island has to relocate. So cleanup can be completed. And lo and behold, Chester V is Flint Lockwood's idol's name. He has ulterior motives. Um, and like he kind of looks like Mr. Miyagi. Like he's got the little Kill Bill 2 beard thing, not as long, and he's not like as ninja. But I mean he was a cool character. He was a cool villain. Um, and um he wants to find the machine that creates the food, and he wants to use it for himself. You know what I'm saying? Like basically like a world domination type thing. And he's the idol. You know what I'm saying? He's like the guy who Flint Lockwood admires. So he's inside Flint's head. He's brainwashing, which is a term that I've become familiar with this year. And he's got Flint questioning his friends and their motives and what their intentions for him really are, when it's really Chester V who has the ill intentions for Flint Lockwood. And man, Bill Hader does a dope job, does a great job as the voice, man. Like this whole cast does a great job. Like James Caan is damn near unrecognizable. Um, Andy Samberg, like it took me like a third or fourth viewing to realize that the bully in the chicken suit was Andy Samberg. Um, and then Terry Crews, he replaces Mr. T. With the whole tear thing, the tear goes back in his head. I mean, it's funny, man. Um, it's from Sony Animation, like I previously said, and I feel like they're gunning for third when it comes to just the best cartoons. You got Disney Pixar number one, like they're not letting go of the crown ever, you know, until they just start putting out just stupid shit. DreamWorks is number two. They have some dope shit. Like The Croods is one of the best cartoons of the year to me. Um. And then you have like Fox and their Blue Sky Studios, and then Sony Animation. and they're kind of like duking it out for third. I mean, Sony has Hotel Transylvania, Arthur Christmas, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Like I think that their stock is a little better than Fox with Ice Age, with Rio, with Epic. I mean, like I said, like the movie, like it's a good movie. Kids are gonna love it. There's some adult humor. The creativity with like the combining of the animals and the food, like Taco Dial Supreme is one of the funniest things I've heard all year. Shrimp pansies, um, water elephants. I mean, like, come on, man, like that shit is fucking creative. I forget the name, but like the main thing that got everybody to panic were like a combination of a cheeseburger and a spider. Um, and then like Flint Lockwood's dad, man, he's fishing with pickles. That's a sentence I never thought I'd ever say in my life. If you like the first one, you're gonna love it. It's not better than the first one. It's not worse than the first one. It adds to what can be a great franchise, and the creative minds behind these movies, like they're becoming so original that I think if they do a part three, like it'll improve on the entire series, and I mean, Sony will have a great franchise on their hands. Um, so with that being said, man, I would say Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 is dope. Um, I won't say it's diggity dope because I think that The Croods was better. I think Despicable Me 2 was better. Um, but it's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to that's not a bad mark on the movie. Um, did you like this one? Have you seen the first one? Would you like to see a part three? I would. I want to see Don John tomorrow. Review out tomorrow. Um, I'm still working on my song that needs a beat for all y'all producers out there. I mean, hit me up on here, like, subscribe, comment on YouTube. Hit me on Facebook. Hit me on Twitter. Hit me on Instagram. Um, and I know I sound a little different. Hopefully, I can shake this cold. Peace.